Let's talk about this week on NVC update regarding cases, document, and inquiries they're working on, and also November 2025 visa bulletin. Hello, my name is John, and welcome. So, some of you guys who are planning to file I-130 petition for your relative, but you don't know exactly where to start, how the process works. Well, every month I do my best to go over the whole process for you, and then talk about the visa bulletin. So if you are a petitioner, for example, you are a green card holder or you're a citizen, you decide to file I-130 petition for your relative. Basically, you want to bring your relative to the United States of America so he or she can become a permanent resident. The first thing you need to do is to file the I-130. Okay, you have to file the I-130, fill out the form, add all the required document, or add the fees, submit it in case you do it online, or send it to USCIS address in case you file the paper form. Okay, so once the case reach USCIS, they will let you know that okay, they receive your case. Then once they review everything, they approve it, they will let you know as well. If they don't approve it, they will send you a notification, let you know why they didn't approve your I-130 petition. But once the I-130 petition is approved and your relative lives here in the United States of America already, that case, the I-130 case will stay at USCIS, and your relative will adjust his or her status to become a permanent resident here in the United States of America by filing the form I-485, which is the green card application form. Go to the appointment, like fingerprint appointment, go to the interview, and eventually get a green card. But in case your relative lives overseas, that relative will need an immigrant visa to come to the United States of America. That's when the case moves to NVC, National Visa Center. Make sure on the I-130 form you mention that the relative lives overseas. That way, once the case is approved, USCIS will know exactly what to do with your case. So eventually they will send it to NVC. Once the case move on to NVC will key in, enter all the petition information in the system, create a visa case, and then send you guys a letter called welcome letter. In the welcome letter, you will see the case number and the invoice ID, which you're going to use to log into our NVC system. Okay, so the same way you check your visa status on our USCIS is different than how you're gonna check your case status at NVC level. You have to have those credentials in order to do what you gotta do. So once you receive that welcome letter, the first thing you need to do is to pay those fees, the immigrant fees and also the affiliate support fee. You pay those two fees. Okay, you pay those two fees and also submit some document. Once you pay the fees, submit those documents, like you, the beneficiary, the person who will get an immigrant visa to come to the United States of America, also known as intended immigrant, you will upload and submit some document called civil document. Birth certificate is an example of a civil document. The petitioner, the person who petitioned for you, also will submit some documents. Some of those documents, for example, is affidavit to support document. The petitioner is the one who's going to provide that. Affidavit to support supporting document like W-2 form or tax return form. Those documents will come from the petitioner. And then NVC will review everything. One thing you have to know is that once they and the case moved to NVC, some of you guys who are immediate relative, for example, you are a spouse of a petitioner who is a U.S. citizen, you are a child under age of petitioner who is a U.S. citizen, you are a parent of a petitioner who is a U.S. citizen, you guys will receive your welcome letter very soon, because there is a visa number available for you guys right after the case is approved by USCIS. But some of you guys who are not immediate relative, for example, spouse of a green card holder, siblings of a US citizen, you guys have to wait a little longer before you can receive your welcome letter. Okay, basically your priority date, which is the date your petition is filed, has to be current in the visa bulletin before you can receive your welcome letter. When I say visa bulletin, it should be current in the date for filing chart before you can receive your welcome letter. So move forward, you log into NVC system, you pay those fees, you submit those documents. NVC will review everything, like I said, right? But this week, NVC announced on their website that they are working on cases they received from USCIS. I'm talking about I-130 cases they received from USCIS on September 19, 2025. Again, some of you guys will receive your welcome letter very soon. So let's say you pay the correct fee or you submit the right document. Well, NVC will notify you, let you know that your case is document to qualify. But if a document is missing, they'll let you know. If the document is not clear, they're going to ask you to resend or resubmit that document. If the fee that you pay is not correct, they'll let you know to correct that. But once everything is correct, yeah, that's when your case is document to qualify. Okay. This week, NVC announced on their website that they are reviewing document they receive from you guys on October 22nd, 2025. Now, again, some of you guys will receive a notification that your case is document to qualify, and just wait. When the case is document to qualify, there's nothing else you need to do. I know, most of the time people are, they can't wait. They're so anxious. They want to get an interview appointment letter like in next day, next week, next month. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that, my friend. You have to be patient. You will eventually receive your interview appointment letter once NVC is able to schedule your interview. Okay, as long as you submit all the required documents, just chill. Okay, chill. Don't listen to anybody who you will come to you and tell you that they have a connection, or at the U.S. consulate, or they have a cousin, they have a friend at the U.S. consulate who can help you get your interview appointment letter quicker. Be careful. Okay, they're gonna take your money and disappear. Don't do that. Okay, just be patient. You will get that. Most of the time, the reason why you're not getting your interview appointment letter, it can be maybe because there is a lot of visa applicant in your category going to that same consulate, that same U.S. embassy you're going to. That can be a reason. Another reason can be maybe there is unrest in your country. Well, they stop the visa services, is not working at the moment. Well, once they resume, then you can get your interview appointment letter. Okay, sometimes it depends on the U.S. consulate capacity. Also, maybe they can only handle 50 applicants a month, 100 applicants a month. It will take time. If like let's say 1,000 applicants go to that interview, that U.S. consulate for interview, yeah, it takes time depending on your position in the queue in order to get your interview appointment. So there's different factors that goes into that. I have a video about that, talk about it all the time. Just be patient. One thing I can guarantee you that you can do, and NVC wants you to do that, is when you are in a hardship, you are in a life and death situation, a financial hardship, you have an option to expedite your case. Okay, so NVC give you that option. So all you need to do is to file, is to send the expedite request. Make sure you have enough proof to support your request. If you don't have enough proof, they will deny your request. Once NVC approve your expedite request, the process is going to be a little faster. You get your interview appointment and go to the interview. Another thing you have to keep in mind is that some of you guys are living in the country that are banned by the U.S. government. Well, even though you get your interview appointment letter, you won't be able to get your visa to come to United States of America yet, unless you are immediate relative. If you are immediate relative, you will not be affected by the ban. You will be able to come to United States of America. But if you are not, you are in the F1, F2A, F2B, F3, and F4 category. Well, if your country is banned, you have to wait till they remove that ban from. They remove your country from the list of on those countries before you can come to United States of America. So that can be another reason why you're still waiting for your interview appointment letter. So be patient. You will get your interview appointment letter. While waiting, make sure you have all your vaccination record ready. Once you receive that interview appointment letter, you don't have to wait anymore. Just run, and eventually get your immigrant visa to come and join your loved ones here in the United States of America. The last update is regarding inquiries. So some of you guys will send inquiries to NVC asking different questions. They are responding to the one they received from you guys on October 27, 2025. Make sure you check your inbox and also the spam folder. Now let's cover this month on visa bulletin. If you're ready, let's go. So guys, this is the date for filing chart, okay, for family sponsor preferences. So basically this one is for some of you guys who are not immediate relative, who are in F1, F2A, F2B, F3 and F4 category. Okay, some of you guys who are immediate relative, you don't have to worry about visa bulletin. Okay, sometimes people get confused. They think like, okay, they are in IR1 or CR1, IR5 or stuff like that. They have to check the visa bulletin. No, you don't have to check the visa bulletin. Only applicants who are not immediate relative. So if you're in the F1 category, this one is this chart is, like I say, is date for filing. Basically, it's for some of you guys who are waiting for your welcome letter. Okay, so you are in F1 category, for example, and you are in the Philippines. This is your cutoff date. One thing you have to pay attention to, some of you guys who are new here, you don't know exactly how to read the chart. Well, you see, we have some countries, the name of some countries on top here, and then we have some date and the visa categories, right? So here we have the Philippines, we have the Mexico, we have India, we have China, mainland born, and also we have something here called all chargeability area except those listed. So basically, if you are not from none of these four countries I just talk about, well, you have to pay attention to this column right here. This is what you have to focus on. You don't have to focus on none of those area here. But let's say you are an F1 and you from the Philippines. This is with your cutoff date, April 22nd, 2015. What exactly is that date? Well, to know that your prior date is current, you have to compare your prior date, which is the date your petition was filed. Okay, you have to know that date. The date where your petition was filed is called prior date, right? You have to compare with this date. If your prior date comes before this date, it means it's current. You should receive a notification from either USCIS or NVC, depending of the beneficiary's location. If you already live here in the United States of America, it will come from USCIS. In case you live overseas or you live overseas, it will come from NVC. Okay, so just compare your prior date with this date. If you're from the Mexico, this is the date, March 1st, 2007. You from India is September 1st, 2017. You from China, mainland born, same date. And from none of those countries, it's gonna be same day. Let's say, for example, you from Ghana or Germany. Okay, you have to focus on this one if you're an F1 category, September 1st, 2017. Same thing for the rest of the visa category. F2A, you check your country. If you're not for none of those countries, it means that you have to check, compare your prior date with the date in all chargeability areas here. Same thing with for F2B, F3, and F4. That's how you read the chart. Just compare your date. First of all, choose your country. Look under your country. If your country is not listed here, just check the all chargeability area. Compare your prior date with the date in the chart. If your prior date comes after the date in the chart, it means that you still have to wait until it becomes current. But if it comes before, it means that it's current. They already start working on your visa case and all that. Your visa number should be available. You get a notification. So now let's talk about the final action day chart. We're gonna cover that also. So guys, this is the final action day chart. This one is for some of you guys who are waiting for your interview appointment letter, or you're waiting for your green card in case you already live here in the United States of America. The chart looks on the same as the date for filing chart. As you can see here, we have the same countries: Philippines, Mexico, India, China mainland born, and in all chargeability areas. We have same visa categories, F1, F2A, F2B, F3, and F4. And the only thing that changed here is the date, okay? The cutoff date are not the same. So if you are in the F1 category, for example, you're waiting for your interview appointment letter and you from the Philippines, The cutoff date is January 22nd, 2013. So basically, if your priority date is, for example, December 1st, 2012, it's current. But if your priority date is March on 1st, 2013, it's not current. Okay, you just compare your priority date, which is the date your petition was filed. You have to compare it with the date in the chart here. If you're from the Mexico, okay, this is the date right here. India, this is your date. If you're from China mainland born, this is your date. If you're not from none of those four countries, you pay attention to this date right here. Same thing for F2A applicant who are in F2A category, in F2B category, in F3 category, and also F4 category. Just compare your priority date with the date. Make sure you pay attention to the name of your country. Okay, that's how you read a chart, and very simple. And that's what's going on with November 2025 on Visa Bulletin. Thanks for watching.